Hello and welcome into another video. I am having one of those days today. Honestly, it's been one of those weeks. I've got videos that genuinely might not go up. They might, because at the end of the day, this isn't a job, and I'm trying to respect your time. I'm trying to not fuck yous over anything, because at the end of the day, I am appreciative of people watching. The audio issues are things like the game volume suddenly being louder than it should be, because nothing is ever decibels. Even on the program that I'm using that's supposed to be, I haven't tweaked anything, and suddenly the games are louder. Suddenly, like, the voices are echoing in some vids. Like, not my voice, the voice of the ones in Uncharted vid, and the cutscenes were just weirdly echoey. It's one of those annoyances that I'm having issues with. The vids might still go up, as I say, because at the end of the day, this isn't a job, and it's a case of, am I just noticing it because I've got autism sensory issues? Like, will it be fine for everyone else? Either way, today's episode is going to be a lot of waffle. I need to try to get this done quickly because we're going through a heat wave. This is the third time that I've tried this, on top of the fact that you'll be hearing loads of grass cutters outside, because I live in a hellhole where it's like one person does it Monday, which reminds the other person, so they do it Tuesday, which reminds the other person, so they do it Wednesday. So I basically get 24/7 grass cutters during summer over here. I hate this place so much, it's unbelievable. I hate everything about my city, but I especially hate where I'm unfortunately stuck living. It's just constant noise, constant assault of the senses with pollen and everything like that during the summer. It's awful. So apologies if any of it's picked up on the mic. I have done my absolute best to avoid this. I'm actually suffering while doing this, if it helps, because I'm not even using any of the fans. Like, I really am boiling here. We don't get air conditioning in this country. The best we've got are fans, and I've got a series of fans set up to create airflow, and at the moment in time, I don't have them on. So yeah, there's going to be some waffle though. And I need to actually go through and explain some things, because I genuinely would not have played this game if it wasn't for the leak. So I need to explain some stuff with that first. I understand people hate leaks and complain and say the Ocarina thing was ruined. I still cried. I still really want to see what they do with the game. I'm hoping it's not just a basic remake, because I don't want to get the game, get Ocarina, and play through it in 7 hours, just like I do every time I replay the game, because that's pretty much my average. Like, I know exactly what quests I always end up doing, I know how many heart pieces I ended up, like, needing, which is not really that many, so I end up going through the game in about 7 hours. I really don't want that to happen with the Ocarina remake. I would like there to be new quests. I would like there to be the bigger things to do, like more things to do, like a bigger Hyrule or anything. I would love to not know absolutely everything about it, because the Star Fox port here, it's exactly what it was advertised as. It's just Star Fox 64 again. Now, I'm not a Star Fox fan, technically. Like, this is one of those weird things. I need to preface, they were called different things here. The SNES one was called Starwing, then it was called Lylat Wars. It's Lylat Wars that I'm not the biggest fan of. I'll play it, it's okay, like, I enjoy it enough. I finally got to the point of actually fancying playing through it. And it's one of those things, like, I know a lot of people do, like, the whole, oh, it's fate, it's serendipity. It's like, this was just severely good timing for me. I fancied playing this. I put it on my analog 3D. And I was 2 missions in, which, you know, is about, like, a third of the game. 2 missions in. And the podcast I had on in the background said, Nate's just leaked that they're doing a Star Fox remake, and I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm not playing this anymore, because I might as well wait until and see what it's like on the new graphics and everything. Now, part of why I dislike Lylat Wars is I didn't like that they added voices to the crew. I honestly preferred that in the original game. I think the Landmaster Tank mission is one of the worst missions in all of this franchise. It's boring, it's bad, the controls are awful, I just genuinely do not like the Landmaster Tank. The submarine mission is even worse. Played through both of them in this remake. It really is just the N64 game. I'm actually using an N64 controller at this moment in time, which I'm not going to try and show that, because this is why I had to record the video again, because when I accidentally tried to open the thing, the actual system menu, I accidentally put it in sleep, and the N64 controller still does not allow you to wake the Switch up from sleep. It's maddening, but yeah. I would recommend the N64 controller, because the Pro Controller controls are terrible. And I understand Nintendo have done this whole fix-all thing where it's like, but we'll let you customize any controls that you want. Yeah, you only give us 5 profiles though, and I'm not wasting a profile on a game that I, at best, feel like playing once every 5 years. Because I'm just not that big of a fan of it. I genuinely prefer Starwing's Venom to Lylat Wars' Venom. I prefer the robotic Andros face from the first one, because I'm not really a fan of monkeys and apes and primates and whatever you want to say it. So changing Andros into that permanently and then having the robot mode as a second thing, I didn't like all of that was added to it. I didn't need any of the extra dialogue, which is why the new cutscenes, I can't honestly say I'm impressed by them. They're just there. It's like, it's all filler stuff, including the challenges, all stuff to try to stretch out what is at best an hour and a half's worth of content, and I don't have the energy in me to go through all of this again and get all of the golds. I did that on the 3D version. I wish that I could have just started this game on expert mode, because I am so used to it. I made a rookie mistake, and that's the only reason I lost a single life in my playthrough, because I forgot to save. Right, this is a spoiler for the actual final boss fight, so if you've never played the game before and you're interested, it still is a good game. It still is something that I recommend if you've never played it before. I don't recommend it for full price, to be honest. It's the sort of thing that if you can get it on a sale, I would honestly say get it on sale, but it's Nintendo, so it's probably never going to be on sale, at least for a long time, because the Switch does have sales now. It's just they're not very good, and it's a case of you'll get one game on sale every 3 years, so there'll be like Mario Kart 8 will finally be on sale with Zelda Breath of the Wild, because they're like two of the oldest games. This is the only time they'll go on sale over the next 5 years, and then it'll be their turn again. That seems to be the way they cycle through sales now. But yeah, it still is decent enough. So I don't want to like spoil the final boss thing by saying a hint here, so you've had fair enough warning. I died on the final boss because I forgot to save 3 bombs, which is the rookiest of rookie mistakes. I was kind of out of it by that point, because I'm like, I'm actually kind of glad that I'm done here, because I've had my fill already. I've only done one route, and I've had my fill already, just like I expected, because that's what this game is to me now. I play through a single route, and then in a couple of months' time, I'll probably play through a second route, and then a third route. Like, there's just not enough here to keep me interested because of how much I've played this game. It's a good port. It's the best version of the game. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I think if I ever replay this, which I will eventually in a couple of months' time, as I say it, it's the sort of thing that I'll pick it up every now and then. I will always replay this version, because as long as I'm using an N64 controller, the controls are fine. As long, outside of the fact that the Landmaster still has hold 2 buttons to do a fucking hover, and like, I hate everything about that mission. It's one of those that it's cool when you're a kid, but the more you replay it, the more it gets to you. I'll replay it for the visuals, because graphically, it looks fantastic. Musically, it's okay. I was expecting better. I'd heard that it was like a full orchestra from Abbey Road, and it's just like, considering I started this video complaining about music levels in my own videos, the music in the actual game just feels a little muted. All of it feels a little muted and soft, and maybe it's just that I'm too busy focusing on the dialogue, which I really wish I could turn off, because again, it's one of the parts that I actually never liked about Lylat Wars, so adding a fuck ton of extra cutscenes is just a bit of a shame, and it doesn't seem like they've added any full content. Like, as I see a lot of the times, I don't do reviews anymore. I really have only played through one fucking path here, so if it turns out that unlocking expert mode and doing all of this stuff unlocks like a brand new prequel campaign, then I apologize, but as far as I'm aware, it doesn't. It's just the same game from the N64. It really is, and I don't even like the twin lasers as much in this versus Star Wing. This is why I keep getting confused as well, because obviously it's Star Fox 64, then Star Wing, Lylat Wars, and basically in Star Wing, the SNES version, when you upgrade the lasers to the final time, you get like these plasma balls, and it's just like, it always had a real good boom, 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 boom. Like, I love the sound effect. It felt punchy. It felt weighty. In this, you get, these are the upgraded dual lasers. You get like blue versions, and it's just the exact same thing, but they're blue, and like everything about this game, like everything about Lylat Wars, was just a bit of a letdown for me. I even didn't like the graphics that much. Back in the day, I was more impressed with the Mode 7 SNES graphics than the N64 graphics. Now, obviously this is fantastic, it's beautiful, this blows everything out the water, but it still just makes me want the original Star Wing. I'm like, if only we could get that game remade. Just once, just give us that game's missions, give us the asteroid belt with the Majora's Mask asteroid, which obviously it was an homage to a French painting before it became the Majora's Mask moon. I am fully aware that it predated that. Trust me when I say I know, because I was one of the kids going, why is the moon in Majora the asteroid from Star Wing? And of course, Star Wing wasn't really that popular, so all of the people I was talking to didn't know what the fuck I meant. Thankfully, I still had my SNES at the time, so I actually set up that moon, and I'm like, see, it's the same asteroid. It's the same fucking, like, it's the asteroid, it's the moon, it's the same fucking thing. And then I found out later in life it's supposed to be an homage to a French painting. It's, yeah. But yeah, there's not much, really, I can say. This is a very fun version of Star Fox. Like, there's nothing particularly wrong with it. I got exactly what I expected. It has genuinely terrified me, as I say, that I'm just going to be getting Ocarina. Like, the exact same Ocarina, again, that I've already played through once this year, because I thought I'll play through it before the remake gets confirmed, because I'll want to, like, have fresh differences in my mind. And now I'm sitting there thinking, maybe that was a mistake, because if it turns out that it really is just the exact same thing, I'm just going to run through it even faster. Because it's not surprisingly one of those where I do shave time off the more I play it in a year, not surprisingly. So yeah, this is a complex one. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a great game because Star Fox 64 was still a great game. Just because I prefer Starwing to Lylat Wars doesn't make this any less of a great game. I would, like, one's a 8.5, one's a 7 to me, to be honest. But like, one's a 9, one's an 8. Like, it's that kind of thing. Do I hate the Landmaster and the submarine missions enough to drop them a full point? I mean, probably not, because I can avoid them on future playthroughs. That's kind of why I did them on my first playthrough here, because I'm like, I might as well get the missions I don't want to be replaying out the way the first time. And it also will confirm to me if they've actually done anything to tweak this and to make them not feel like shit. No, they still feel like shit. If you like them, then great. Like, I'm not crapping on your opinion or anything like that. If you are one of the people who lives and dies by that Landmaster mission and the submarine level and that, then great, you will love it, because it really is just the same thing. If you're one of the people who hated it, you're going to still hate it, because it's just the same thing. It's just one of those that we didn't need this. I don't think anyone outside of the people who made it needed this, and it's one of those, maybe this is building up to we're finally going to get a sequel, we're finally getting the franchise back, and I'd be happy with that, because I do love Star Fox. Like, I love the original Starwing so fucking much. I'm a huge fan of the original. I loved Command. I will still play this. I do still enjoy this. It's just not one of my favourite franchises, and I personally think Kid Icarus Uprising is a better on-rail shooter than anything Star Fox has ever released. I would prefer a Command-style game, but made like a roguelike, because I think that would really work with this franchise. I think that's honestly what it needs. Not every game needs to be a rogue, but when you've got an arcadey shooter designed to be beaten in about 45 fucking minutes if you know what you're doing, to the point of, again, like, I've already died more. Oh, actually, that was Slippy. I was about to say, I've already died more in this video than I had in my actual playthrough, and that's because I'm not fucking concentrating. Like, there's just nothing here. I wish it would at least it gave me expert mode from the get-go, so I'd have had something to look forward to, because instead, I know to unlock expert mode, you have to go through all of these brutally difficult challenges. I don't have the patience for that. Like, not with this game. Maybe 20 years ago, maybe even on the 3DS version, because again, the 3DS version, I got all the gold medals, so if you'd put the challenges into that, I'd have been over the moon. I've played this game so much that I don't want to, like, I'm being genuine when I say I don't even know if I'd do that for Ocarina. Like, if we just got the straight-up N64 Ocarina, but then they also put in, hey, you've got to actually do the 3-heart challenge mode now to unlock hero mode or something. You've got to do, like, beat the entire game without doing a single side quest. Like, whatever weird challenges you put in, like, get the absolute maximum scores on the target range games, which I do that anyway, thinking about it, even without actually trying to do it. I just naturally do it. Like, even if it was find all the skull chillers and everything, I'm probably still never going to do that. I've found all 100 of those gold skull chillers before. I don't know if I ever want to do it again. Like, this is a game I adore so much. The unlockable would have to be something so fucking vastly amazing, and I don't see them doing that, because then you'd be drastically changing it, and again, if we're getting a remake like that, then they clearly don't want to drastically change it. Now, obviously all of this is speculation, and I truly do hope that they do change things, as I say, but it's like, my point was, even for a game that I love more than anything, I don't know if I'd be doing challenges like that, because they're not the sort of thing, like, challenges like this are genuinely so fucking archaic. It's like, this is, speaking of Landmaster, I always forget there is actually a second Landmaster. mission. It's not just the train one that I hate. Like, this is how fucking I genuinely I come off as a fake fan because I forget this. It's like I merge both of these levels together, and I'm like, when I played the train one, I genuinely was thinking, why isn't the mission red? Because I remember the Landmaster mission being kind of red. Oh yeah, it's because there's 2 Landmaster missions. Is there 2 submissions as well that I've just forgot? Like, either way, it's like challenges where it's beat the boss without missing. I know fine well that's one of them, because I saw someone complaining about it on a podcast, and it's the one that was annoying him. He's like, literally, if you just miss one little thing, then you have to start the entire run over again, because you've got to get all the way back up to that mission, to get all the way back up to that boss, to then be able to, like, all of that's archaic. At least if they would let us replay the mission over and over again, then maybe I'd be willing to do the challenges. But I'm like, I've already replayed this game so many times, I don't want to replay it until I can get to the point where I play it perfectly, because then I'll just never play it again, because what's the point? I can play it so well that I get 0 pushback, that I'm just perfect at the game. What would be the point in playing it? Like, it feels like those challenges have been put in for speedrunners, and if so, great. Only I am a speedrunner with a lot of things, and I'm so not interested in ever doing them. So yeah, it's a complex one, and I know there's been a lot of waffle here. This video's gone way longer than I expected it to, but I'm trying to be respectful for the fact that this is still a great game, and this is, by far, the best way to play it. I, honestly, I'm getting to the point of skipping the new cutscenes. I already am sick of seeing the new dialogue and everything, because, again, it's not something I've ever tuned into Star Fox for. I tune in for the flying gameplay. I don't tune in for this fucking land abomination or the submarine abomination. I tune in to be able to fly around and shoot shit, and I don't want to get to the point where I fly around and shoot shit with such perfection that I never play the game again. But that's what all of the new challenges are kind of inspiring you to do, to then unlock a difficulty mode, and then no doubt the expert mode will have challenges and the exact same, like, none of it's impressive enough to keep me around. So yeah, the bit of a downer video, and I'm trying not to be, but until next time, I'm still probably going to enjoy this. I'm still going to have some fun with it. But this isn't an essential purchase, and I'm being genuine when I say it. If I'd actually replayed this on the N64, the day that I actually wanted to replay it, I wouldn't have even bought this. But because I had the perfect look of, hey, there's a remake being done, it's just been leaked, and I'm like, literally on the day when I finally felt like playing it, I thought, give it a couple of months, see what happens, and I am glad, because visually, it's stunning. I don't know how Nintendo get their games to look like this. The Switch 2 does not have this much power. I know it doesn't. But every, like, Metroid Prime 4, Star Fox, like, these are some of the genuinely most jaw-dropping games I've played this generation. And it's on the weakest fucking system. I don't understand it. Like, yeah. With that, I think I'm finally done. I'm going to say I've been Sky Fellowship. I truly do hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I know I've went around in circles. I'm trying to be genuine here when I say it. It's a great game. It's just not an essential remake. And if you've never played it before, you're going to have a lot of great fun with it. I think that's who the challenges have kind of been made for. Because seriously, if I'd had these even on the 3DS version, as I say, I'd have loved it and I'd have probably done them all. But I've just been there, done that way too many fucking times for me to actually care. So yeah, until next time, bye.